Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be working on my favorite pair of shoes, the Polo Ralph Lauren, made in Italy, single monk strap shoes. And you can see they're polos, and they feature Blake stitched with a hidden channel stitch. You see, I've explained this in other videos, where they cut the leather, peel it open, stitch, and then cover the channel back up, right? And obviously I have not worn them very much, and here's the problem with them. I'm going to try and highlight it here. I'll try to open it up. They actually have a little bit of cracking. It's like, no! Can you see there? I'm opening up the crack a little bit, right? And also right over here. Now, I don't know how old these shoes are. I looked on Polo's website. They don't make anything like this right now. So this shoe could be 10 years old. I've sat on somebody's shelf. You may have seen my a leather talk, 2 different videos with Phil Callis of Ashland Leather and Horween Leather Company, the leather expert. It's hard to tell why this stuff cracks. You know, is it lower quality? Is it because it dried out and sat on a shelf? You know, you can have the best, most supple skin on your body in the world, but if your skin gets dry and then you flex it the wrong way, your skin can crack too. So I don't know. My gut maybe partially says I should leave well enough alone, but that's never stopped me before. So I'm going to see if I can repair this. Now, this is not a how to repair cracked video, because I think really, my opinion, any cracks in leather, anything you do to repair them is going to be a temporary solution. That's my opinion, okay? This is not a how to repair crack video. I'm just documenting my journey along the way, okay? So let's go. Everybody's Robert Powers. 4.5 out of 5. My shoe collection. Some stains there. Got a nice lather. Here is the finished product. I'm not a professional. How tight this is, though. You can see it very clearly here. I just cut the thread. So here it goes. Now that's a proper mirror shine. They're both done. Doesn't it look awesome? By the way, something interesting to note, it's only the left shoe that has any cracking. So if you look at the right shoe, it's absolutely flawless. There's no problems whatsoever. So I don't know if that's normal or not. Now, the type of crack that we're looking at, here's a different pair of shoes. Here's a pair of Meslons. Can you see here in the normal state of the shoe how some of the cracks have almost like opened up? Right, if you can see that it's pretty severe, okay? So the cracking on these shoes are the technique I'm going to try, because the cracks have not really opened up when the shoe is in a normal state. I'm going to actually try super gluing them back together, okay? So the material here today, I'm going to use a X-Acto blade here. It's an X-Acto knife to apply the glue into the crack. I've got, a little bit of super glue, cyanoacrylate, and I probably need a clean rag to wipe. You only have a couple seconds to, wipe stuff off of the surface, okay? So, I'm a little bit nervous here, but I'm going to give this a shot, okay? And what would be the wisest spot to start with? Man, see that, if you can really see that crack there, I'm going to try not to get too much light on it. I think for now, it's actually there's a secondary crack forming. I think that one's too small. This is just, man, it's just so frustrating. But anyway, I'm going to try to get it, what I'm trying to do right now is open that crack up, right? So I'm trying to bend the shoe in a fashion. It's not easy to do, and then, by the way, to try to stay on camera as well. It's really difficult. Okay, so what I've got here is my favorite brand of shoe tree, Olaru, but I took a piece of cardboard and rolled it up, and obviously just taped it heartily to the shoe tree, and I tried to get it in that spot under the crack. You can see right there, okay? And so now I played around with this obviously a little bit off camera to get it in the right spot, the right size, and now when I push that up, it's pretty much right under there and kind of opens it up, okay? So now what I'm going to do next, I don't know if this is right or wrong, but I'm going to try to put some masking tape on either side of that crack. I don't know if this is a right or wrong thing to do. I'm trying to obviously mask it off, but now it's hard to see where the crack actually is. I may have to take that off. think I'm gonna have to at least take one piece off. I can't see the crack. Well, let's give it a shot. By the way, cyanoacrylate super glue is activated partially by moisture, is my understanding. So if you breathe on it, blow on it, the dampness from your breath will help activate it. I'm gonna let that set up a little bit. Okay, same thing here. I now just moved it to the front. See that dark spot there? That was not good. That may not come out. I may have to sand that out. Now I'm trying to close the leather up. I'm blowing on it. What I'm trying to do here is bend the crack down to close it while the glue dries. So I'm doing a combination of trying to close it and fill it at the same time. Okay, now that it's dried and set up a little bit, what I'm going to actually do next, I think I'm going to start here with a 400 grit sandpaper. This is 150, here's 400, here's a 600. And you should do this very, very lightly on the surface of the leather. Now you do have to be careful when you're doing any sanding on the leather, because when you remove the top surface of the leather, it's going to change the color of it. If you're the kind of person that doesn't like to polish your shoes, I would not bother to do this, okay? Now, by the way, if you don't know the difference between full grain and corrected grain leather, I'll link a video below. It's important that you understand the difference. This is full grain leather. The corrected grain leather is different. I might need to do one more application. I might just try and sand some of that out. So let me start here. The larger crack in the front, I think I'm going to go with the 150 grit. I think I'm going to go to the 400 grit. And by the way, I've got my hand in the shoe. I'm pushing on the back of that with my tip of my fingers. Back to the 150. Now this is the Sapphire Renovateur. This is a mink oil based treatment. sapphire, light brown, and this is the, I always get these names confused, but this is a Medal, I'm not going to say it in the French pronunciation, a Medal d'Or, it's what the American pronunciation is. Let this dry, and I will come back and see if that lightens up when it dries. Okay, so it's the next day. I'm going to have to review the video, but I think what I remember is it was either putting on the lotion, or I think it was actually the sapphire polish. I'm going to try to get that real close, is when that area darkened, because what you do when you sand leather is you're breaking through the surface of it. You know, when they tan the leather, I know the outer surface is different than the inner layer. I've started to see that. So it's the crack is in essence filled, you know. So it's I'm happy with that. Let me pull a shoe tree out and see what it looks like if I flex. You know, maybe put my hand in here like a. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. We'll have to wear the shoes out for a couple days to see, you know, if it holds up. And I of course can't just leave well enough alone. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take the really fine, like the 600 grit. I'm going to see if I can sand just on that area to lighten it up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to try one other thing. In essence, what I'm trying to do here is lightening it, those dark spots, which I think is an exercise in futility, but it's not going to stop me from trying. I don't know, what do you guys think? Would you have left it well enough alone? Or is that considered an improvement over having a crack that would probably have spread? I will give you my honest opinion. If I had to give this a pass-fail, in other words, pass being it made it better, fail being worse, I'd give it a pass. If I had to give it a grade, I'm guessing I would give it a C. A grade of C. In other words, like a repair or A plus repair would be it's invisible, and that's obviously visible. But if I could lighten that one up, I'd love that. So what do you guys think? Was it worth it? Did you like it, better? Should I have left the crack alone? So here's the pair, and so if you look at it in entirety, yeah, that's very definitely visible. But at this point, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits and quit while I'm ahead, because I think at this point, hitting the point of diminishing returns where I may do more damage than good. So at least the crack has, I think, been filled and stopped. So like I said, I'll wear them. I'll update in the description below if they actually do open back up or crack again. And I think what I'm actually going to do is, although I've moisturized them a couple times, I'm going to hit them one more time with a moisturizer before I wear them. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Like I said, comment down below what you think of the repair. And of course, this is, in my opinion, not good enough to charge somebody for. But, so maybe, like I said, this helps you kind of give you some insight or whatever onto something that you're dealing with on your own, okay? All right, thanks so much for watching. God bless you guys. Take care.